saw President Biden do something today that you normally don't see presidents do, and I can't tell you how ecstatic I was. I'm going to play it right away. I want you to listen to this, and then we'll take it on the other side.
Mr. President, have you spoken with former President Trump at all?
Are you kidding me? Mr. President Trump, former President Trump, get a life, man. Help these people.
Will you hold him accountable? You said you were going to hold those accountable.
Public will hold them accountable. You better than the press hold them accountable because you know the truth.
Do you plan to speak with former President Trump?
No.
This is something that the president should do all of the time. Hey, press, you know that Donald Trump is a liar. You know that the things he talks about should get no traction. But you go ahead and you listen to Donald Trump and you put it out there. And then you say, hey, Mr. President, what do you have as a response to what Donald Trump has to say? The response should be immediate. If Donald Trump says aliens, or rather undocumented workers are eating cats and dogs, you should say, Mr. President, Mr. Former President, stop lying. If Donald Trump goes ahead and says FEMA is not doing its job, you don't come and ask the president what it is. You know the truth. You know the answer. Why aren't you doing your job? Playing a false he said, she said? That's not what the fourth estate is supposed to do. The fourth estate is there to provide the truth to the American people. That's what the mainstream media is supposed to do. So when the president says, first of all, Mr. President, are you going to talk to Donald Trump? No. But here's what I'm going to tell Donald Trump that you guys should be telling him. Make yourself useful and help people and stop hurting them. The second thing you should do is you should say, well, you're lying, Mr. Trump. You're absolutely lying. Let me tell you how dangerous what Trump is doing, specific to the pandemic right now. I mean, not the pandemic, specific to the hurricanes right now. He is actually trying to have many Americans lose faith in their government. And in the process of losing faith in their government, what that allows to happen is for charlatans to come in. What are charlatanes? Those people that are going to come in and drive through as independents and say, hey, you know, the government is not going to really do anything for you. They're not going to help you. I'll help you at a reasonable cost. Sign here. That roof that you need fixed, I'll fix it for you. By the way, just give me a small down payment. The government's not going to help you. We are going to help you. Give me just some money for your down payment. What Donald Trump is doing in this attempt to give not only a bad name to the president and the vice president to attempt to win an election, but also to lay the foundation to scam people. And it has already happened. We've had Representative Florida Rep, the young guy, young Representative Maxwell Frost, who already has to give press conference to say, disregard these guys that are telling you not to mess with the government. These are thugs. These are thieves. We could also just have a new word for thugs and thieves. We could just say, these are Trump. Because again, people, these things have consequences. They have consequences. What Donald Trump is doing, you may think, oh, let Trump be Trump. Trump being Trump, and for those who follow Trump, will get hurt. Their loss of faith in the government because of Trump will cause those bottom feeders to come in and take advantage. And I know many of you would say, well, they deserve it. Nobody deserved this in their times of pain. I mean, anybody can get mentally ill and follow somebody like Trump. Many people forget their morals and follow people like Trump. But you know what? These people that have forgotten their morals also have children. We have to be there for their children as well. Because when a Trump voter pulls down and feel proud to be a Trump voter, their kids are looking at them and saying, my daddy voted for a man who would rape me. My daddy voted for a man who would steal the birthright of his children. My daddy voted for a man that is a scam artist. My daddy voted for a man that is, or I should say, my daddy or mommy, doesn't matter which one, my daddy or mommy, voted for a man who's a scam artist who would hurt other people. There is a lot of repair that's going to be necessary after this is all over, my brothers and sisters. So what Biden did there was a great thing. He called out the media and he said, you all know the truth. Why don't you speak the truth? You don't have to come to me and ask me if Donald Trump is telling the truth. You know the truth. You don't have to ask me if the Haitian, the immigrant nations in Smith, whatever, Ohio, or eating cats and dogs. You know the answer. You've researched the answer. Don't give these lies from Donald Trump and his ilk the platform to grow. Because I tell you what, the mere fact you guys platform Donald Trump lies and allow it to spread within his own community, and I'm not only talking about mainstream media, I'm talking about right-wing media, though they really don't care. But it is your job to do the right thing. So, folks, first of all, I want to commend Biden. I guess Biden feel a new freedom that he doesn't have to feel he has to appease the media. So they'll hate him even worse now for calling them out. But what does he have to lose? Kamala Harris, they already are not the friends of Kamala because they're doing the same thing with Kamala, right? So, President Biden, and by the way, Kamala, thank you for actually putting more of the efforts into the media sources people are listening to, whether they be blog posts, blogs, podcasts, etc. Because again, these guys that are supposed to be responsible and telling the truth, except for those like Lawrence O'Donnell and Ali Velshi and others that really are out there bending the rules and telling the truth. Imagine I just said that, bending the rules to tell the truth. They're out there. And of course, you also have politics done right. Anyway, let's get busy.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number 1, subscribe to our channel. And number 2, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.